Hi guys, Candy here. Welcome to the Magic Garden. We're over here by the salad bed, which I've been busy clearing out with all the lettuces that have gone to seed. It's been fantastic, but I wanted to show you the flowers that are opening. These are Tilly's Livingston daisies, and look at the colour. The colours of them are amazing. Got some poached eggplants as well, and then round here as well. They've been so beautiful. So little splashes of colour in amongst all the salads, and I've put a couple of tomatoes in here as well. The sweet peas are finally beginning to look like they've got some life at the back, but it's those Livingston daisies. I just love them. I'm really pleased with it. And then there are some more Livingston daisies you can see over here. They're so lovely. The birds like to eat them, so we've lost a few to the birds. Are you looking as well, Lulu? The birds like to eat these low down ones down here. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how beautiful they are. I've never grown them before and I love them. Now if I move back here, I'll also show you what I've done to the vents. So the beans are going crazy. They've made it up to the gutter and they're beginning to wrap around there. That side's the side in sunshine, and that side is the side that is in the shade a bit. So you can see the difference in the growth, but I just love it. But we had a problem this week. Not Luna, but my other dog, Rupert, discovered that he could jump this gate from a standstill, just like a vertical hop. So I kept losing him up the garden at night, and he pushed out the back garden as well at one point. So because I had all the hardwood from the silver birch that we cut down last week lying around, and I was in the middle of clearing that, what I did, I collected some of these beautiful branches, which I didn't want to throw out anyway, and some of them I have used as a dog guard. And I think, there's the culprit, there's Rupert. Rupert, what were you doing to the gate? Hey, what were you doing to the gate? What were you doing? You can see how he'd never jumped it before. Shush, Luna, and you're lovely too. Shush. Oh gosh, shush. So it's kind of made like a cottage. Luna, stop. It's kind of made like a sort of fairyland gate of it, I think. And it's just enough to stop him from attempting to jump through it. He has tried, but at the minute I've just plastic zip wired them all on. But what I'm going to do with this gate, I am going to yarn bomb it and wrap it and then paint it, so that eventually all of the gate will be protected and all of these ugly plastic bits won't be on show. And then I want to put some fairy lights through it, so it will make quite a magical entrance and totally free. So that was one job I did this week. Also the big clear up after the tree cut down. So I spent ages. I jet washed the patio this week. Tomatoes this week have gone crazy. Look, we've got our first tomatoes in there, which is I'm so excited. Honestly, I could just gush all over this video, and I'm going to try not to. And we've got nasturtiums in flower. I do need to get all the tomatoes staked up. That's the next job. But I'm also using bits of the silver birch for things to stake them up with. And you can see over here in the herb bed, that nasturtium that I planted is just going crazy. Oh, it's been so lovely out here. So much growth. I've just cut all of this back, which is a shame because that was covered in these. But you can see there's loads more to come. Oh my goodness me. The birds all over the garden. We had golden finches come for the first time. Luna's looking at the fuchsia. Yeah, it's been really lovely. It's been full of butterflies, full of birds. The hot tub is back in use because I ran out of chemical testing strips. I wouldn't let the kids go in, so that's back in use again. So I've sorted that this week. Yeah, and all the flowers are finally opening. You can see the seeds I put in this pot down here. Look how lovely they are. And the wild geraniums, I just let them go mad, but I think they might be a bit crazy. They might need to get in and just either stake them up or do something, because it's looking a bit mad. And look, there's a dahlia opening down here that's getting buried in amongst it all. And there's these flowers that are coming out here, which are lovely. So it's just a mass of flowers in there, which I love. We've got poppies opening over there, and there's new foxgloves as well coming through. And then the beans. Beans are looking amazing. They're starting to twist over. And these will have really amazing, like purple and sort of pink textured pods. So I'm growing those really for ornament. Okay, now the gate still opens as normal, you can see. And this side, the beans and the wild geraniums are going crazy. This side too. In fact, the smallest bean that hasn't really got hold of anything yet has already started to get beans all over it, which is odd. There's no beans anywhere else, which is crazy. And then this dahlia is still throwing up blooms. I've just cut a load off yesterday. There's a few more to cut off now, but you can see it's just about to all come back again. Oh look, there's some more beans down there. Lavender that I took cuttings of is coming. You can see that poppy over in that corner. And here are some of the sticks from the tree that I cleared off. So if you remember, last week all of this was covered in bits of tree and in Tilly's secret garden. So I spent ages, a couple of days, clearing that and collecting and stripping the twigs that I wanted. So this is clear. It was a hell of a job to clear. So I can actually walk in here now and I can show you our sunflower garden. Look at the growth on the sunflower garden. Isn't that amazing? Now there's giant sunflowers, Titan, and also, is it sunburst sunflowers, the smaller ones? So there's 3 different types in there. Tilly's wildflower seeds are all coming through, as is some grass. I've got to get in and weed that, but that's all about to bloom. So that's like little gifts. I don't quite know what's going to open up there. And there's some more of Livingston daisies opening in the corners. And all of the peas, we've got purple ones too growing. They come out every day and I can't pick them fast enough. So this all still needs tidying up, but I can get to it now, whereas I couldn't last week. You can see this fuchsia bush as well. It's so pretty, it's so delicate, this bush. And even from far away, it looks so pretty. I'm continuing to rip out the membrane here. You can see those hostas are able to break through now. And we've got hostas in flower there. And these are the tail end of the things I couldn't find to fit in the garden. So there's lavenders and some hollyhocks and a few straggly tomatoes that I took out of the greenhouse because I have rejigged the greenhouse. So I spent half a day clearing out this, and now in here I've got all of our pepper plants and cucumbers growing. So that's what we've got going on in there. So loads of peppers, loads of cucumbers. All these flowers are about to come into flower. Those are dahlias as well. And you can see the amount of growth this week has been amazing on the flowers, on the brassicas. We've had loads of radishes out of there this week. The carrots are going berserk. And we've got flowers here coming through now. Rupert, get out of the garden. Oh, honestly, what are you like? So considering what this was like at the start of the summer, it was just, there was no garden here at all. To come out and to be picking mange tout and to be checking on tomato plants and to be watching the sunflowers. Look here, we've got the tomatoes coming through and onions. You can see I've used bits of the tree as canes. You know, it's really, really fun to see it develop. So it's really, really taking on some form at last. And we've got the little path going through. You know, I'm more than aware of what still needs to be done, like areas like this, but you know, we get to it in time, don't we? Now you wait till you see the vegetable garden. Look at the growth here. Look at the sweet corn. It's just breathtaking what's happened in a week. And you can see poking through the bottom of the sweet corn, all the courgettes are coming. Can you see the yellow? We've got the potatoes. You can hardly see the path through. The potatoes have gone crazy each side of the path. I've got all the flowers and the fennel that I planted around the base of the strawberry barrel are coming in. Rupert squashed the goji berry bush by jumping over. So he's been really naughty in the garden actually this week. He's made me a bit cross. I'm having to rethink different areas of the garden. Now I've blocked off certain areas, he's getting through other areas. But if you can see here, the larger bits from the tree, I stripped all the leaves off. So I've got these sculptural branches, which not only do they put Rupert off jumping over into this vegetable garden, but they're also going to act as branches for me to hanging baskets off eventually. So that's what I want to do there. And then with hanging baskets off the trees over there. I've just been piling up wood there. But look at the tomatoes. It's just gone crazy. Can I just point out these bottles? It makes me look like all I'm doing is drinking. But these bottles have been in the garden about 8 years. It's from when my husband lived here and I was collecting his beer bottles to do things like edging around the strawberry barrel. And I just unearthed them all in the vegetable garden. But I did suddenly think it looks like I am walking, like having parties every night, walking past those. So all of this needs some work, because the problem I've got now is Rupert is barging his way down the side of the shed and then escaping at the top of the garden, and I don't want that to happen. So where Luna was digging, she'd gone right underneath the shed. It was so dangerous. So I had to infill all of that, and I put some slabs in there. And then I picked this gate up off Free Cycle. So when I've blocked off down there and made it so you really can't get out, then this will be the last bit that the dogs can get through. So this is the area really that needs work. This isn't fixed. I need to fix that. I need to build the fence here. I need to fix this, and I need to secure all of this. I just haven't got around to doing it. It took too long. How am I going to get through here? Luna, move please, darling. It took too long to clear up after the tree. They're going to hate me going through here without them. Look, gardening with lurchers. So you can see in here, if I go through the chrome gate and walk you into the veggie garden, I need to finish staking up these tomatoes. These are Big Daddy tomatoes. Got an old sink that I found. The broccoli's doing well. You can only just make out the path through the middle because the potatoes have gone insane. These are everywhere. They're going to eat everything, I know. Board beans, still waiting on those. And push through the potato forest. Tomatoes here. You can see the bits of wood from the tree there. And if I come round here, I need to get in here with a strimmer on the paths. But you can see the sweet corn and the courgettes. You've got courgettes coming in there. Oh, it's so exciting. Growing your own food is just the best feeling. So past the mess, which I'm not blind to, but like I say, I can't get to everything. And these are starting to come into flower up here now. So these have like these remind me of flames because you've got the spiky leaves and then you have these bright orange flowers coming off the end of them, which looks so nice next to the feverfew. But there's another one there. It's just a really pretty combination. Oh dear, dog's not happy that I've left him. And then up in the trampoline garden, we got the huge hosta. The leaves are going over a little bit now, but look at the size of them. They're so huge, the hostas in this garden. And this year, I'm going to collect the seeds from them and not lose them, and see if I can grow some more. I collected them last year and for the life of me I can't find out where I put the seeds. The hydrangea is in flower for the first time. The first year I bought this, it was in too much sun and it just shriveled and went brown. So I brought it up to this top garden and it got covered in bindweed and didn't flower. This year, oh look, you can see the bindweed is still coming in, but this year it's actually managed to flower. And there's some feverfew here and over there that I put cuttings in this year that have taken. This has been pretty this year. This is the first year I've had that. That was some of the tiniest little cutting off a friend. It's gone crazy, but I love the texture of it up here. At the back I've got a white astilbe, which I didn't even realise I'd got. That's never flowered before. And I put in a tomato there and another tomato plant there, just because I've grown so many. And I noticed there's another hebe has taken down there. And then this climbing hydrangea, which was the one I bought for 50p from a sale rack, which they told me would climb, was a self-supporting climbing hydrangea. I can see what they mean now. Look, it started to sucker its way onto the fence. And that's had a flower on it. I think that would be really pretty because it's quite a big expanse of fence at the back here. So that's it really. Dog's had a little adventure with that fence this week, which was a nightmare. So there you go. So it's been really, really busy as far as clearing up from the tree topping last week, which took ages. It did give me some beautiful bits of wood to work with. The front driver's got like 10 times more wood to deal with than I've cleared in the garden. Oh, look at his face. What's the matter? You hate it, don't you, when I go? It's been a case of dealing with the dogs. They've been a bit naughty this week. And just being in total awe of how fast this vegetable garden has grown. But literally, I can't even show it to you. really, because it just looks like a massive green. You can hardly see the strawberry barrel. I mean, I think that's awe-inspiring. I haven't done anything, it's just done it all by itself. More tomatoes with these beautiful natural pieces of wood now that I can tie them up to. I love these sculptural pieces of wood. So yeah, everywhere I look, my breath is taken away by how amazingly fast everything is growing. So I can really feel the start of harvest time coming in. We're not far off Lunarsar and it feels like it. You know, I've cleared areas that that really needed to be cleared, and it was a bit overwhelming to have to clear. We've started harvesting peas. We've got flowers out now. That's so pretty, isn't that pretty? And I've now got a little fairy tale fence, which I love. I really love this fence. It's amazing when you've got no money. Come on, Ray. And you're trying to find ways to use what you've got, what you can actually come up with, because I love this fence now more than anything really that I could have paid somebody to come in and do. I mean, that when it's got fairy lights in and flowers around and the gate is all painted. I'm going to do this effect on there that I did on my wall here. I mean, it's going to be lovely. I mean, this was all made by me with pallet wood because I couldn't afford to get somebody in to give me a proper fence, and I've loved that. I just think it's going to look spectacular when it's finished. Yeah, anyway, that's it. It's been a jet washing, patio clearing, tidy up week, and a dog troubleshooting week, and sorted the greenhouse out as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.